that shit of doubt hanging around. God, oh, 'cause darling, there was nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. And baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone. I'm just fine, I'm gonna shine. I'm alright. I'm celebrating my liberation. I'm moving strong, I'll get it done. I'm might be shaken but not stirred. Just a lesson that I've learned. And so it goes, tables turn, and you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. Baby, you don't belong. Yeah, I know I'm Put your pinkies up now, up now, up. Live well to the extreme now. Put your pinkies up now, up now, up.
Hey, it's Pinky. You're on the Pink Pill YouTube channel. Be a love and like, share, and subscribe. Pinky's up.
Put your pinkies up, up, now, up. Ooh, we already got a super chat. $5. Please let me call in. I have a great testimony about this topic. Okay, you guys, y'all are ready. Look at y'all. Okay. Hi. Hello. Ooh, okay. I am Crystal and Karazin, your humble host. If you are new, I am the host of this channel, The Pink Pill. I also have created a series of courses by the same name, the original Pink Pill, the Pink Pill for College, and the Pink Pill for Business. All of my courses are designed to help Black women increase and leverage their social capital, socially, romantically, and professionally. So this is the Level Up channel. So this is what we do here. So hello. Let me look at y'all in the chat. Hi, Hamster Army. Hi, Mika. Let me see who else. Dark-skinned gentlewoman. Hello, everybody. Okay, so we're going to talk today and have a frank discussion. And in fact, because I know 6 of y'all are hate watching right now, at least 6 of y'all, I'm going to invite you on the show today. I really want to hear, what is your beef with Black women and interracial relationships? What is the problem? I mean, if Black women are the least likely to marry interracially, why do we get the most flack? So I want to hear from the men. I want to hear from the women. And you know what? I even want to hear from women who are on the fence. I want to hear, I want this to be an open discussion. I want to find out, what is your trepidation? What is your hesitation? So let's talk about it. Let's have a frank discussion. Let's put it all out there. Waldo is in the back over here, lending his support. We went on a worldwide search to find Waldo. And remember, we found him with his little brown-skinned friend. Remember that video? We found him running around exploring the world with his little brown-skinned friend. I don't know if she's Indian, Black, Hispanic, but she sure is a pretty little brown-skinned girl. And I am, as we do, we drink our rosé here. And so I am drinking Stromsburg Brut Rosé. It is a sparkling wine. So I have it in my little old-fashioned champagne glass. Cheers. Okay. So I want to have you guys, I'm going to do like a prelude, because I'm going to say, I have been doing this work. If you guys don't know me, many of you guys have. And let's see how many people we have. We have 718 people watching. Can we get the likes up, please? Everybody says it helps with the algorithm. I am not tech savvy. I'm just going to assume that that's what it does. So right now we have about 320. So if you could please, and even those of you who dislike, I want you to stand by, because I'm going to invite you to tell me what it is that you seem to have problems with Black women finding love and expanding their options. I mean, we have a 2 million marriageable Black man shortage. We've known that for many, many years. we know that Black men marry interracially at twice the rate that we do. And when they reach a certain level of education and success, it's oftentimes 3 times as likely. I've had Ralph Richard Banks come on the show. Ralph Richard Banks is the author of Is Marriage for White People? He told me that men who make 6 figures or more, we're having these conversations about high value men, Black men who make 6 figures or more are the least likely to marry, when other races of men are marrying more when they reach that threshold. Black men are marrying less. And when asked, he said, why close up shop when business is so good? That's how the men think. Why close up shop if business is so good? So these are the issues and challenges that Black women face. And so if Black women were to just focus on dating singularly Black men, it puts us in a position, there is no bargaining power. We have no leverage. It's not smart. A lot of Black women have started to face that, but still there's still a lot of resistance. So I want to find out why. I'm going to find out why today. No judgments. I'm not. There's going to be no wrong answer. I may ask you, I may challenge you, but I just want to know. I've been doing this for a long time. As you guys know, I wrote the book Swirling. That's how I got here in the first place. And it's all about Black women and encouraging Black women to entertain their options with all races of men, not just one type of man. And I have faced everything from on the dangerous end, like people wishing for my death, to people saying that what I do, hi baby, saying what I do is destructive, is genocidal, what you're doing is a waste of time because nobody wants Black women. They might as well stay where they are. Look at the studies. Look at OkCupid. Look at this study. Look at that study. Nobody wants you, Black woman. Nobody thinks you're attractive. You might as well just stay where you are. And despite all of that, from the time I started, when I started this work, the statistics for Black women in interracial marriages was at 9 or 10%. And that had been steady since the 80s when they had first started, gathering that data. Since then, since the book came out in 2012, in 2015, the last time they checked, interracial marriage with Black women had gone up, and with Black women and non-Black men had went up 12%. That's a 33% increase. 9% to 12% is a 33% increase, okay? I don't know why people seem to think that my math is wrong, but my math is not wrong. That is a 33% increase. But despite all of that, we're still behind the curve with it. And I really want to explore why. I really want to know. But before I do that, let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat. This is a lie. My online dating apps are ringing with non-Black men. Okay. That's good. Feminine Babe says, I'm in the UK. I don't mind staying up late for this. Okay. Caribbean men love all women. Okay. Okay, but before I do, before we have this conversation, before we do the live call in, I want to announce 7 of the Pink Pill Scholarship winners. You guys, I have not been announcing for a while, and you guys have been contributing, and there's actually a backlog of money that is earmarked towards these girls getting their scholarships. So I wanted to let you guys know today that I have 7, I think 6 or 7 beautiful, beautiful women, brilliant, bright young women who are awarded with the Pink Pill for College Scholarship, the Pink Pill for College course, because all of your super chats and donations go towards that. And also, you guys, I do have a Cash App. Just as an FYI, I just got it because you guys asked me to get it, and I said, okay. So my Cash App is, I just typed it in the chat. So there are going to be more women. Like I said, we got a lot. We got a lot of donations in December and January, which I'm really excited about. And I'm going to say this, you guys. When you see the caliber of the women I'm about to show you, and the idea that Black women, you hear, certain channels saying that Black women go to school for nothing degrees. It's the men who, actually go and do the serious work, and women just go to college for these fluff degrees. I want you guys to take note. I want you guys to take note of what these women are up to. I also want to say this. You guys, judging from what I see, the caliber of women who are watching this channel, the future is bright. The future is very bright. And I think if some people ain't nervous yet, they need to be nervous, because women of this caliber, with their intelligence and beauty and poise and the skills that they get from channels like mine and the other channels in this space, the future is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And I love it. I love to see it. I couldn't be more proud. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm trying to get, okay, Keynote. Okay, here we go. Kristen P. I am a sophomore at MIT, majoring in electrical engineering and computer science and minoring in Mandarin. Well, come on, girl. I am passionate about programming and technology, and I want to use these passions to benefit society in a tangible way, whether that means creating medical devices that streamline healthcare or correcting algorithmic biases in artificial intelligence that disproportionately affect people of color. I know that I can use my skills to benefit people other than myself. Outside of my academic pursuits, I am also very passionate about fencing. And no, not that fencing that goes around your house, but actual, on God. I qualified for NCAA Nationals this past season as a member of MIT's fencing team, and I have been fencing for around 8 years. Fencing has not only been great for my physical health, but it has also strengthened my mind. The sport is often called physical chess because fencers have to quickly formulate new strategies to counteract the actions of their opponents. Give a big round of applause for Kristen. Yes. Okay. MIT electrical engineer. What was that about Black women and fluff degrees? What was that about Black women and education certificates? Okay. Let's see what else. Maybe this is an anomaly. You know, Kristen P. Maybe this is an anomaly. Let's keep going. Let's see. Next is Shakira. Although I thoroughly enjoy serving travel, I just I cut and paste the part of where they send me the information that I want to share. So if it sounds kind of disjointed, just yeah, I'm sure you can figure it out. I thoroughly enjoy serving travelers at hotel operations, and I am preparing to combine my passions for hospitality and architecture and become an interior designer with a focus on historic preservation. I grew up fascinated by the pattern and texture. I decorated all my living spaces with fuzzy, intricate linen and an ample amount of seating to accommodate guests in my rooms. My living spaces have always been the oasis for my friends and family. To this day, I revel in the thought of creating unique gathering spaces for people around the world. And then she goes on to say, I specifically chose Accademia Italiana because I knew I wanted to master Italian in Florence, where history and art are widely cherished. Additionally, after evaluating my previous educational experiences, I am confident that I will be the most successful in a program with a small class size at a trade school. So congratulations. I love the reason why I picked her is because she's doing something really brave. She's getting her education outside of the United States. She is learning a foreign language. She's going to be fluent in that language. She's going to be she's going to be very worldly and cosmopolitan. And so I want all of you guys to give Shakira. Okay, the next one. You guys, I had to do this one. I had to do this one because her name is Chrislyn. Okay? Like, really? Like, there's no way I was not going to include Chrislyn. I am a 22-year-old fifth-year material science and engineering student studying at Penn State University. I began my college career majoring in chemical engineering and started off very ambitious. As a freshman, I worked as a research assistant with a professor at my campus and really enjoyed it. However, as the semesters went on, I had a bit of difficulty and steered away from chemical engineering and towards material science and engineering. Now I am part of Material Advantage, which is a club that provides MATSE students with networking opportunities. Spring 2020, I'm supposed to take part in a study abroad research program in the Netherlands, Austria, and other European countries, but unfortunately, COVID canceled it. Now I am taking part in a program that allows me to be mentored by alumni from my major and allows me to get close personal connections and get a greater idea of the industry I want to get into once I graduate. I know that getting the Pink Pill for College scholarship is probably not the greatest consolation prize for not going to Europe, but Chrislyn, yes, major applause. Okay. Kelly S. I'm a master's student at the University of Leeds in the UK. I am studying engineering technology and business management. I did my undergraduate in electronics communications engineering. Lord, these women, not only beautiful, but are you guys peeping the majors that they're going in? These women are beautiful and brilliant, and they are pinkies. I could not be more proud if these were not my own kids. I came across your channel 3 years ago, and the video was about Black women stop comparing ourselves to white women. I loved how classy and authentic you are. I am currently upgrading my wardrobe and reading level up books. Despite being in the US, all of your advice still applies to me. I enjoy traveling, amazing food, and networking with like-minded, leveled up women. I hope in the future to give back to the Black women community and encourage Black girls into STEM, as well as help them maintain their femininity. Thank you, Karazin, for the 10 years of great content and for sharing your journey. Yes, Kelly. Kelly, we are so proud of you. You win. You win. You got the scholarship. Okay. I am just blown away. But if you're not impressed yet, you will be. You will be. Angelica M. She sent me this email, Princeton Pinky. And of course I had to answer that. I had to, that was on her headline, Princeton Pinky. I am a highly motivated and progress-focused senior at Princeton University. I am majoring in medical anthropology pre-med with a minor in global health and policy. After Princeton, I will attend medical school to become an OBGYN to provide quality and dignified health care to Black women especially. I feel called to commit my life to the empowerment of Black women by ending the staggering racial disparities in maternal health care. Currently, I am writing my thesis entitled Surviving the C-Section, an analysis of clinical decision-making culture in obstetrics. Throughout the course of my college career, I have demonstrated great success in my academics, and now as I approach graduation, I want to extend the success into my personal life with the pink pill. As I reflect upon my experience at Princeton, I realize that although I was ambitious professionally and academically, for example, I started the first Black pre-medical society and won many prestigious fellowships socially. I often self-rejected. Not sure what that meant. I don't know if she meant self-segregated. I limited myself to dating only the most elite Black men on campus, rather than expanding my network and finding allies. I have been following the pink pill on YouTube, and I have been implementing the tips which have already saved me from a few low-value men, or dusties as you call them. So Angelica M., we celebrate you and congratulations. Okay, you guys. So the next time somebody is skeptical about what we do over here and the impact that we have on Black women, I want you to think about how amazing, truly amazing, we all should be so incredibly proud. I am so incredibly proud of these women. We got two more though. Sadika M. Ooh, look at her. Oh, she is so pretty. Ooh, look at her. I'm Sadika. I am a 21-year-old junior health science major at Spelman College. My goals are to become a pediatric surgeon and assist the healthcare field in reducing the morbidity rates in the U.S. through the use of sustainable agriculture, particularly in low-income food desert areas. I also aspire to advocate for my patients' needs by working closely with lawmakers to create legislation for healthcare. In my spare time, I enjoy reading, advancing my ballet technique, and watching content contributing to my growth as a person and future professional. What man in their right mind? What man in their right mind could not see the amazing potential of quality women like this, of all races, men of all races? Anyway, when I began my sophomore year in college, the unique challenge Black women faced in society were apparent. However, I was not aware of how to navigate those instances in which I felt defenseless until I began watching your content in the fall of 2019. The expertise provided in your videos has assisted me in boosting my confidence significantly. I no longer feel the need to apologize or feel inadequate about being a Black woman. Due to the progress made by watching your videos, I am confident that being enrolled in the Pink Pill for College course via this scholarship will further advance my ability to create the life I desire. From this course, I hope to gain insight into navigating the middle and upper class spaces that I will soon be involved in as a Black woman, along with proper etiquette training. Additionally, as a novice to the dating world, I'm excited about learning how to properly vet men, spot red flags that may not be immediately apparent, and effectively communicate despite being a shy introvert. Yes, girl, yes. Congratulations, Sadaka. And last but not least, look at this pretty girl. Is she not just a doll? Look at her doll baby face. This is Raiden. I am a 21-year-old young lady from the Bahamas, currently attending the University of Louisville. I recently completed my first semester in my PhD program in biochemistry molecular science. Let me say that again, y'all. Let me say that again with my old lady glasses on. Um, y'all, did you just read what I just said to you? I am a 21-year-old young lady from the Bahamas, currently attending the University of Louisville. I recently completed my first semester of my PhD program in biochemistry and molecular genetics. As a child, my mother was fortunate enough to place me into feminine extracurricular activities such as ballet, piano lessons, and etiquette classes for free because of her job, which had a program that provided free activities for urban kids. However, during my adolescence, I stopped because I became increasingly insecure of my dark skin and Afrocentric features by comparing myself to the other girls present. My self-esteem took a major hit, and it did not help that I grew up in a very colorist family, minus my mother. For a time, I thought the only thing a girl that looked like me was good for was to become a social justice warrior for my community and be pro-Black. On one hand, and seeing myself as just a sex object on the other. At the age of 16, I left on my own to America to begin my undergraduate degree in Miami, Florida. However, when I was 17 or 18, I discovered channels like yours that gave me positive, self-improving advice and strategies. It has been such an amazing help with improving my confidence and standards for myself and others. I would like to apply for the Pink Pill for College scholarship because I would love to further learn how to be a sophisticated, feminine, classy, yet impactful woman in a field such as mine, which is dominated by men, specifically white men. I would like to learn how to maneuver in the academic science field as well as the dating scene. Therefore, I wholeheartedly believe that this program will be a great way to learn how to be strategic and move more eloquently and efficiently. And Raiden, you are so right. Congratulations. Y'all, just wow. I want to know what you guys are saying about this. I mean, I'm blown away. Look at these beautiful, brilliant, ambitious Black women, quality Black women. This is what we cultivate at the Pink Pill. Oh, I see I got a super chat. Let me see here. I don't want to miss it. Thank you for, I don't know who gave this $50 super chat, but I'm scrolling, trying to find it. Oh my goodness. The chat has gone really far and I can't find you. My goodness. Wow. Hold on just a sec. I'm going to try to find it on YouTube. Lord, y'all, the chat is going crazy. Anyway, I don't know who gave the $50 super chat. It's M. So thank you, M, for the $50. Really appreciate that so much. And again, this all goes towards a new crop of beautiful, beautiful pink flowers blooming in a garden that is well watered with support from all of you. So, cheers. Next time somebody tells you, is this what we do? Is this a waste of time? Is what I do and what I teach, does it matter? When you encourage women, does it matter? Yes, it does. To the pinkies, to you, pinkies up. Oh, I see. The name is Morami Pacas. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm really butchering your name. But whoever you are, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So now that we have shown the caliber of women, the new crop of Black women who are beautiful and smart and cultured and accomplished, we have to ask, who will be the men waiting for them when they've done all of this work to cultivate themselves, when they've studied hard and they've overcome odds and they've pushed back negative messages about who society says they're supposed to be? Who then are the men that are going to be waiting for them? I mean, I really want to know. I mean, especially for the people who have a real problem with Black women in interracial relationships. Now, all of these 7 women are going to be extremely accomplished women. And you know what? They deserve to be with men on their level and above their level. They deserve to marry at their station and above their station. That is not asking too much. That is not gold digging. That is status equity or status exchange if she moves up. What are Black women supposed to do if they reach this level of success in their intelligence and in their accomplishments? And the men who are supposed to be there are marrying, if they marry, are marrying women of other races at 3 times the rate. What are Black women like this supposed to do if Black men who make $100,000 or more marry they're less likely to marry than other races of men who reach that income threshold? What then is waiting for them? And so when I hear all of these arguments against women like these beautiful young women expanding their options and just simply finding the best man for the job regardless of his race, I'm really curious as to the arguments against it. So oh, Joe says, I hope you are well, CK. So thankful for all you do, have done, and try your best to do. And please take good care of yourself and try not to be discouraged. Take the time you need to do what you do best. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. So are you guys ready to call in? Like I said, I'm welcoming men, women, haters, lovers. I want to hear your story. I really am here to listen and try not to judge too much, but I'm just curious about it. I'm going to go ahead and start a new meeting on Zoom. Minute audio, stop the camera, invite participants, invite link. Okay, so hold on, you guys. I'm going to do a brief intermission while I share the link and set up the stuff I need to set up, okay? So I will be back. I love that song. People think there's something wrong with it. It sounds warpy. I'm like, well, that's how it's supposed to sound. Okay, so we have got a bunch of people waiting, and so I'm gonna go just first come first served. We have a Diamine Thomas. You unmute yourself. I think it's Diamine. Hello. Okay, I don't hear you. Okay. So, Diamine, if you want to figure out how to make your sound work, you can do that. I want to make sure my sound is working. Tayana, unmute yourself, please. Tayana. Okay, y'all need to unmute yourself. Okay, I'm asking for you to unmute yourself.
Hi, Crystal, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sweetheart.
Okay, so I feel like they are very scared of it because it confirms a lot of things and it dismantles a lot of fear-mongering tactics that they like to use against Black women. For example, fetishism. So that's how they typically use Black women not to date out. And what I always hear when people say that Black women will be fetishized, what they're really saying is that Black women are so ugly and disgusting that a non-Black man must have a mental illness to find us attractive. And I feel like when people use that as a fear tactic, it really just makes Black women feel lower. It's like, why would they find me attractive? I'm not someone who should be ugly or pretty and stuff. So when they use those types of things to go against Black women, they're keeping them in their place. And so then when it comes to abuse, it's like they try to say, oh, you'll get lynched or you'll get killed and stuff. But Black women can look at the statistics and see that the domestic abuse, molestation, like over 60% of Black women are molested. And those are the ones who actually report it, right?
Yeah.
And so then it's like those things can be higher. But if they keep Black women feeling so they're going to be less safe outside of the community than they are here, then they can keep them scared. They want to keep them scared because we know that Black women who date out have the strongest relationships and marriages. They last the longest. They're the safest, and they even they tend to be stay-at-home moms because they've been provided for. And something that's also important to note is that Black women who are in BWWM relationships make more in WWWM relationships and BWN relationships. So typically they are doing better than the other two relationships. So they're making more. And Black women are not the providers in those relationships. They divorce the least, and they do not experience a lot of abuse. And so, what I've also heard of many white men say that Black women, huh?
I didn't say anything.
Did you say something?
No, I think
Okay.
there's an echo. I don't know if you need to turn down your YouTube or whatever, but there's a little bit of an echo.
Oh, I don't have anything playing.
Okay.
I think it might be my signal here because I'm in my college.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say, what was I going to say? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I want to hurry it up because we got some people waiting, and I think there's some guys. And I want to hear from the guys. Okay.
Oh, wait, so there's last thing. I wanted to say that I've heard many non-Black men say that Black women are the stronger of the two races. So I feel like that should be something to understand, that many people view us as the stronger race. I mean, stronger gender, in the Black community. So I feel like when Black women can get respect more than the Black men, then that raises a danger to Black men. So I think that that's important too. And that's all. It's nice talking to you again, Crystal.
Nice talking to you too, and keep up with your studies, hun.
Bye-bye.
Bye, hun. Okay, so we got Game Changer. Game Changer. I think I've heard that name before somewhere.
So I think that that's important too. And that's all. It's nice talking to you again, Crystal.
Game Changer, you gotta turn down your YouTube.
Bye-bye.
Bye, hun. Okay, so we got Game Changer. So the way that it works when you call in, you have to turn off your feed.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi. You're kind of low. I don't know if it's me or you were low the moment I put you on the thing. Let me adjust my settings here.
You sound fine, and I think everybody can hear you. Well, let me just make sure. Can you hear me now? Better?
No, but I worked through it. I can hear you. I can hear you well enough.
Okay.
Okay, so it's my understanding that you're taking complaints and concerns, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my complaint, one of many that I have for you, is that
No. Wait. The premise of the show is not complaining about me. The premise of the show is you talk about your beef with Black women in interracial relationships. I didn't say come see Crystalline because I want the smoke today. That's not what I said.
Oh, my mistake. I don't have a beef against Black women in interracial relationships, so I'll sit down.
Okay. All right. Bye.
All right. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Okay. So moving on. Will One? Will Oni? Okay. Gone. I got Mighty Black Gods waiting. Mighty Black Gods. Thank you, Santonia, for the super chat. Mighty Black Gods. You are, you're on, you're live. We all want to hear what you have to say. Mighty Black Gods. Going once. Going twice. Going. All right, so we're moving on to Armando. Okay, y'all need to, do y'all not understand how Zoom works? Doesn't everybody know how to work Zoom? I know it's not me. I can see that my mic is working. Can you guys hear me? I know you guys can hear me. So we got Armando and Mighty Black Gods. Let me just let somebody else in. CT. I don't know what's going on. Hi.
Hello?
Hi, CT.
Hi. Okay, so I actually agree with what you say. So I know you're looking for people that disagree with you. So if you want me to sit down,
No. No,
sit it out, I will.
well, I mean, once we can figure out, what mighty black gods, he's still in the queue. So while he's maybe working on from up high down low, trying to figure out how to work Zoom, let's talk about it.
Well, so this isn't necessarily about me. It's about a coworker that I'm mentoring. She's a 21-year-old beautiful black girl, 2 degrees. Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Mighty Black Gods has figured out how to work his mic. Mighty Black
Oh,
Gods,
okay.
just stand by until CT is done with what she's had to say, and then we'll hear what you have to say next. Okay. Go ahead, CT.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the girl I'm mentoring, she's been watching. I'm not going to say the names of the videos, but she's or the YouTubers, but she's been watching YouTubers that have different beliefs than what we have. I think you know who and what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So she's been watching them, and I've been noticing when I've been seeing her at work for the past couple weeks, without me knowing, she's been awfully sad and down. And this on Friday, I asked her, what's going on with you? And we started talking about what they were saying and how, and basically her self-worth just went down the drain. And it was just heartbreaking. And I'm trying not to get watery-eyed. She felt like she was used goods, and she should just settle for dusties, and she just felt worthless. Yeah. So I brought her to your page, just counteracting that. And let me tell you that her spirit, you can see it just lift up, and there's just some peace with her now. So I just want to call and thank you for the reassurance that black women, we are worthy. And I'm a little bit older. I'm 33, but she's 21. She doesn't know who she is yet. And these, to me, like the mindsets of these people is so dangerous and so toxic. And I just want to thank you for just being you.
Oh, well, thank you
and
for
just
your
fighting
support
for us
and spreading the word. Thank you, CT.
No problem.
Mighty Black.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Huh? I just
ahead.
want to say, also, you helped me too, because I am actually I'm a pink. I purchased your program, and it helped my life so much. So it's not just her. You're helping me, but you're just helping generations of black women. And what you do is working.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. That is the best compliment you could ever give me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Mighty Black Gods.
Yeah, hello?
Hi.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay, great. All right.
So what do you have to say?
So we're talking about interracial marriage.
Yes. What is do you have a concern with black women in interracial relationships and marrying interracially? And if so, what is your beef?
Actually, I do have a problem with that, because I think that the black woman should be with the black man, because they are the mother and father of all race. And when she's married in this other race, that's her marrying down instead of marrying up. And then when you have the babies, the mulatto babies, they're gonna be used against your own race in the end.
Okay, so I want to. And you say that she's marrying down when she marries other races. What is your criteria for marrying down? Are you talking about in terms of resources or
maybe
class or what do you mean marrying down?
Well, so the resources itself, it's coming from Africa, Tanzania. So the resources itself is being sold from the black man himself. For me, anyways, I think the black woman should unite with the black man and just take what belongs to them, instead of always trying to marry someone else. Why not just unite and come together and take what belongs to you, which is the planet itself?
So you think that black women and black men should get together and take over the planet?
Well, they are the original people, right?
So so you, so you're proposing that black women and black men do a world domination takeover and take what is rightfully
Yeah, there was a
ours.
time.
How
There was
how
a
how
time when
how
the
how are we
flag was
supposed
just
how are we supposed to do
both of
that?
them.
How are we supposed to do that?
Well, we know history said there was a time when the planet was just the black man and the black man because everyone came from there. So there was a time when there was no white man, no Chinese man. There was only the black man and the black woman. And I think that, you know, like I think they can work something out and come together, because when people look at the black man like, oh, he's so down low, he's this, he's that. Yeah, because he's not at his right mindset right now. 500 years is a long time.
Okay, so let me just say, so okay, if a can can you turn down your thing because I hate hearing
Well, we
myself.
need to start respecting each other.
Okay,
That's what that's what we
can
need
you
to
turn?
start.
Can
We
you?
need to start respecting each other and show some love.
Okay, you got to turn down. Okay, okay, I'm muting you because you have to turn down your YouTube because what happens is there's a feedback and I can't hear you. So if
Can you hear me now?
yes, I can, but you have to make sure that
Okay.
that's off. But
All right, sorry about that.
so let me just ask you this question. So did you see earlier in the show the beautiful women who got the Pink Pill for College scholarships? Yeah, they were. One was going to Princeton, Spelman. They were in the STEM field. One was going to med school. The other one was going to, she's going to be an engineer. So like,
Yeah, I'm digging my nose. There's something in there.
so what is
Go ahead.
what should those girls do? What
Well,
advice
I
would you?
think they should.
What advice would you have to those girls with your vision of
I think they should
world
take the skills
domination
that they have
of
and
the
bring
black
it
man and
to the
black
community.
woman? Huh?
I think they should learn that they already know and bring that to the community and help help their own race. Because we married in outside our race, we're not going to find happiness like that, no matter how much we try.
That's really interesting because mighty black God, you don't mind if I call you that, right? Can I call you mighty?
Well, I am a black man, so yeah,
Okay.
call me
Okay.
mighty.
Can I? Okay, I'll call you mighty. Okay, all right. So mighty. So at what point does a black woman at what point is she allowed to be like other women and be courted and be taken care of, be loved and cherished, protected, provided, and produced for? At what point does she get to enjoy those benefits of being married? Because what I'm hearing from you is a lot of work for black women. You want to you want to take over, I don't know by force or what, the world, and you want black women at your side to take over the world. And then you say that after these women go through college, that then they need to go back and work more in their community. So at what point, mighty, does a black woman just get a chance to be a woman?
Well, when she started loving,
When she what?
simple as that. When she started loving herself.
Wait, no. When she starts loving
That,
herself?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what you mean by that.
Well, what I mean by start loving herself, like she needs to start getting jealous of the white woman because there's, like, she's the mother. She's the
Okay,
first
wait a
woman on the
minute. Wait,
planet.
okay. I have to stop you for a second, Mighty. So
Okay.
Jealousy, basically what you're saying is that we shouldn't be so when we see these white women, in these nice neighborhoods wearing their Lululemon outfits after they've gone to Pilates and they're pushing their strollers and they're going to coffee with their friends and they're going to the spa and they're going to mommy and me programs with their babies because they don't have to work and struggle and all this other stuff. You're telling us that we should stop being jealous of that. We shouldn't want that. Why
What I
shouldn't
mean
we
by
want
that,
that? Why shouldn't we want
what I
that?
mean, what I mean by that is, instead of getting jealous, why not work something out with the man?
So
You know,
again,
like getting
work.
jealous,
So I've been hearing
just
you.
work something out and figure something out.
Okay. Well, um, thank you, Mighty. I appreciate your call.
No problem. Thank you. No problem. Thank you. Bye bye.
So this is a major issue, is that we have this mentality in our community that I don't know, somebody is on, let me see, Queen Best. I'm going to mute you for a second because I want to say something really quick. Um, do you hear the what is expected from us? Work it out, take over, fight, do all this stuff, and come back and work some more. Don't be jealous of the white girls who get to wear Lululemon and take care of their kids and enjoy raising their children and being homemakers and all those things. Stop being jealous of them. And hey, if you're feeling a certain way, work it out some more, work and work some more. I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm exhausted even thinking about all that work. Like, whew, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Lord have mercy. Ooh, okay. All right, so okay, so there's a man in here from what I'm gonna go ahead and let Wise Man with No Name come in because I want to hear from the men, and I know there's women in here, but I want to hear what the Wise Man of No Name with No Name. What do you have to say, sir? Okay, so figure out your Zoom, figure out how to talk to me, Queen Best. Um, Unmute yourself and tell me what's on your mind.
Hello,
Hi.
how are you? I wanted to say I've been watching you and I love you.
Oh, thank you.
You are fantastic. I like the way you carry yourself. I like how you know uplift Black women. I love you so much, and I talk
Oh,
very highly of
thank you.
and Crystal Rose because you both have teaching us how you know how to open up our options, and you know we don't have to stick to one thing, you know, and fight for something that's not worth fighting for a lot of times.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely. And I want you to keep up the good work, and you look great. I don't know
Thank
if you
you.
work out or whatever the case.
Oh yes,
You're
honey.
doing
I do my Pilates. Yes, yes, yes.
yes.
I'm one of those women who wears Lululemon and goes to Pilates. I don't push around a stroller anymore, but I'm one of those women. And honey, I don't need to be jealous because I'm right there. Anyway,
Yeah, you look
so
great. You look really good.
thank
You look
you.
really good. And another thing you say that I like, you know, you tell women, Black women, to get fit. It's just a lot of things a lot of quotes that you say that I really like. You know,
Thank
you're more
you.
on the classy side. I like Crystal Swirl. She's more on the, you know,
She's
kind
funny,
of
but
hood
I
side.
love
But I like both.
what I you know,
Go ahead.
we're different, you know. She's you know, she has her platform and you know, we're different, but the great thing about YouTube is that you can find, you know, there's a shoe for every foot. You can find somebody who is maybe going on a journey that you might be better you know,
And
able to
nobody has to
identify
do it.
with.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wise Man with No Name. Queen
It
Bess,
was nice
thank you
talking
so
to
much.
you.
It was nice talking to you too. Have a good evening.
You too, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, Wise
Hey,
Man.
hey, how's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
I'm doing good. You know what? I actually think that you're doing a great thing.
Oh,
I really do. I think you're doing a great thing. I think you are telling women to open up their options, which they should do. I have no problem with that. The only issue that I see is that in order to do that, it appears that you have to crap on Black men in order to do that. So instead of just saying, open your options, it seems like you have to crap on Black men and talk about the small percentage of the group that does these deleterious things. And then you have to say,
I'm sorry, I crap on Black men.
No, at times I think that you over exaggerate. You pretty much sensationalize.
Oh,
The
so
problems
so
in the
so
community.
like, okay, let me give you an example. Would this be
Yeah, go ahead.
you tell me if this is sensationalizing. So today there was a news story out of New York. A woman who was literally mauled by 6 Black men because she
Yep.
went into a liquor store to get
Mhm.
some booze. They offered to buy the alcohol. She said no. All she did was say no. And they
Yeah.
beat her up and they tried to bite her eye out of her head.
Yep. That's a
And
terrible story.
that's a small percentage. Can I
Yeah,
just
because if the majority of Black men was acting like that, then you would see it every single day when you walk outside the house.
Okay, and so here's the thing. I do not believe that the majority of Black men are hunting Black women to eat the eyeballs out of their head. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that's a start. We agree on that.
Yes, right. So that's not what I do. But what I will say is that Black women should have agency to date and marry because of the imbalance in the availability of Black men who are marriageable. And me simply saying that, look, 43% of Black men marry, only 43%. And of that 43%, 24% marry interracially. So is that crapping on Black men by simply saying that?
So again, you have to look at it. So several things. So let's say that 43% of Black men do marry. Okay, I would agree with that. Okay,
I would hope
because that's what
so.
the stats
It's a
say, so
statistic.
we have no other choice but to agree with what the stats say. Okay, but you brought up that New York situation. How does that relate to the 43%?
So what I'm saying to you is that when you ask me, the majority of Black men aren't these monsters, and you're saying a small
Yeah.
percentage of Black men do these things. But what I'm saying to you is this: the small percentage that you perceive may not be as small as you think. Just because it's not reported to you and just because it's not visible to you doesn't mean that doesn't exist. Every 19 hours, a Black woman is murdered. Every 19 hours. And it's not, no, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Again, how does that relate to the 43%,
Okay,
though?
we're talking about 2 different things. What you brought up was reporting on things that are related to Black women, the way that they are impacted by, I'm sorry, the people who are the closest to them, which is other Black women. Men like you often perceive as crapping on Black men, and that's not it. What we are doing is saying, hey, these issues exist, these problems exist, and talking about them because nobody else is talking about them. Nobody else is advocating for them. We have to talk about them. Like I said, I don't believe that there are gangs of Black men looking to bite the eyeballs out of Black women. But do I think that there's a lot of abuse that goes unchecked, that there's a lot of disrespect that goes unchecked? Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you think that is pretty much just localized onto the Black community?
I didn't say that.
So you're saying that abuse is just local. So given the historical manipulation of data, because you always say how the data manipulates how Black women are perceived.
I always say that.
You don't say that with how
I always
hip hop and all how hip hop and all these things distort the
but what does
perception
that
of
have to
Black
do?
women.
But what does that have to do with me saying that?
So what I'm saying is that it goes both ways.
Huh?
See, if the media distort the image of black women, it also distorts the image of black men. If you don't want black men to view black women in a negative light and go against the image that the media distorts, you have to. It goes both ways.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Sure.
So, do you get your information about who black women are by the media, or do you get
Nope,
your
because
wait?
let me tell you.
Okay, can I?
Go ahead.
Okay, so here's how it's got to work, though. Okay,
Mhm.
you're gonna have to actually let me get my question out. And
Oh, I thought your question was
answer.
finished. I thought
No.
I thought the media was your last word in the sentence. Go ahead.
No. So let me ask the question
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Do you get your information about who black women are from the media or from your own community, information within your own community, your own family, your friends, your neighborhood, your church, your community centers? Where did you primarily get your information about black women? Did you get it on TV or did you get it from your community?
So I look at all of those sources.
No, I'm
Okay?
asking
All
you.
of
So
those sources.
which had
I'ma
more
tell you,
impact?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
My own experience, because let me tell you, I look at all those sources, right? And the source that pretty much a lot of the brothers talk about is this 82% overweight and obese. I look at that source, every day when I go out, I do not see this. I do not see 8 out of 10 black women obese and overweight. So I negate that right off the bat because I do not see that. And my friends don't see that. We do see overweight black women, but not 82%.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I look at the information, and everywhere I go, I say, is this true? Then when I look at the information about black men, and I see, oh, okay, black men, I hear people saying black men are just biting out the eyeballs of black women and just dragging black women up and down the street. I don't see that, right? And over my life, I have not known people to be in these positions. So I say, you know what? There has to be some type of media sensationalized where the term is, if it bleeds, it leads, right? If it bleeds, it leads. That means that the more negative the media have on a particular group, whether it's black women, black men, Hispanics, whatever, then it would be sensationalized and people would buy the news and they would focus on it. So what I do is, like any other person who claims to be educated, I analyze what I intake. Then I make my decision. So I'm not about to make my decision saying I'm not about to date black women because they're overweight. I'm not about to date black women because they have attitudes based on the media. I go out there in the field and meet black women who are size 6, size 7s, who are taking care of their children. And then I say, okay, this is my reality, not some stuff I'm reading on Newsweek, New York Times,
Okay.
ABC News.
Okay. So okay. We're kind of all over the place here. We have a lot
No,
of
you're not.
people waiting.
This is very specific.
But I do get your point that we have to have some discernment in the information that we get from outside sources versus
Exactly.
what's
And
in
that
our
was
environment.
my point from
We
the
can agree
get-go.
on that. And Wiseman, thank you so much for your call. I'm sorry I have to kind of keep it moving because we have a lot of people, but
All right.
thank you for calling.
All right,
I appreciate
peace.
it.
All right, peace. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so Alex G or Zion? Alex G?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Alex.
Okay, hi CK. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
So-
too.
I've been hearing the men call in, and I have to say this is complete and utter disappointing, but I'm not surprised. I hear a lot of black men saying that black women were too emotional. We need to think with logic. We need to we stop thinking with our emotions. We're too emotional. Okay, cool. So let's go down the list. If we're going to talk about logic, let's look at statistics because facts don't care a crap about our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Black women are being killed by black men every 19 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Black men are the least educated. We make up 14% of the population, but we create the highest crimes. And most of the crimes, when you look on the news, Who's basically the perpetrators? Black men. We talk about STD, HIVs, Black men have that the most. Black women, we are the highest educators, we are the most entrepreneurs in our race. And if you guys don't also know that Black women, we are the highest with creating businesses without taking out a business loan. We are creating, we are the movement, we are the blueprint. So if we're going to talk about logic, if we look across the board with Black men, they basically fail in all aspects. So for Black women, especially for ones that are divesting and are thinking with logic instead of emotions, Black men are not really up to par. And instead of trying to reason with these men, because by what I'm hearing from these men that has been on your channel, is that they're not that smart. And I don't want to be mean or rude about it, but that's the best option I could say right now.
Well, listen, I like the last caller said, the Black men in my life who are just my friends or just my family are extremely, they're different. They're not on YouTube, so I think that we also have to factor in the type of men who spend a lot of time on YouTube, that maybe their personality may be a little bit different than. Anyway, so Alex, thank you for your comment. I got to move on here. We've got a room full of people, but thank you for those stats. I think they're going to be helpful. Much. Thank you, hun. Okay, Zion. Let's see, Real Windy Bell. I'm going to let you in the room, and after this, y'all, I gotta. Your girl has to go. So Armundo. Unmute yourself. Zion, unmute yourself. Real Windy Bell, unmute yourself. And whoever goes first gets the last word, or at least the last call. So who's going to be first? All right, who is it?
Me.
Hi, Zion. You're like,
I beat everybody to the punch. Hi, Kristlyn.
Hi, honey. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, I love you so much. Finally, I get to call in. I get to speak with you.
Aw. So what did you have to say about things?
So, I just wanted to say that, okay, the previous caller that called in, the Black man, talking about the past. I have never seen a group of people who live in the past more than Black people. I swear to God, it's a rat about what happened thousands of years ago, who was the first man and who was the first woman. We are in the future. We can't live in the past. We can't do anything about the past. Just move on.
Yes, move on. We've got to move on.
I don't give a damn if the Black man was the first man or the Black woman. Who cares? There's nothing. We cannot time travel.
That's
what
right.
matters is what's happening right now. What's happening right now with Black people. What's happening right now with Black men. What's happening right now with Black women. Okay? So who wants to talk about the white man colonizing the African continent? Every single man has colonized the African continent. The white man, it was the Arab man. Right?
Right. And to be honest with you, European countries colonized, raped, pillaged, and destroyed their own countries. Like, do you realize the European history? Like, before they went to other lands, they were doing it to each other. Like, everybody has been overthrown by every other. It is the human condition. It's what every tribe or group of people have always done, because it is a battle of resources. And if you look at European history, and before, like I said, before there were even kings and queens, and there were just tribes of people, they would just overrun villages, rape, kill, pillage, burn down entirely, like subjugate their own, enslave their own. It had nothing to do with race. It is the human condition. It is about power and resources. And if people really understood their history, they would know that this is something that virtually every society in existence that to the known world has done.
Absolutely. And constantly blaming the white man, eventually you're going to have to ask the question, what was the Black man doing? Black men outnumber white men globally. So how is it that the white man could come over and take over an entire continent while you sit there and do absolutely nothing about it? And now the Asian man, which is physically the smallest man on planet Earth, is about to take over Africa. So the question you have to ask is, what the hell is wrong with a Negro male? How the fuck you have so many different ethnicity of men? First, the Arab man rules you, then the white man rules you, and now physically the smallest man, the Asian man, is about to take you over too. That is a moment for you to stop and say, why the hell are people coming into my house and eating my food, sleeping in my bed? Like, what the heck is wrong with me? Why am I not loaded up with guns, loaded up with tanks, and obliterating all these people? Instead of asking, you sit on your, the white man, the Asian man, the Arab man, you know, I don't know, the kangaroo in Australia. Everybody's at fault except for the black man. It's like excuses after excuses after excuses. We don't care about the past. We care about the present, and we care about the future. The white man is about to discover a new life on Mars. And what is the black man doing? He's still trying to figure out his neighborhood. I'm just sick and tired of it all. I'm just sick of it.
Dinah's on a roll.
Oh my gosh. Okay, real Wendy Bell. I'm glad you just came on. Do you have anything that you would like to contribute to the conversation?
Yes, I do. I will say this. Ladies, keep divesting. Here's why. These men are gaslighting us. Men like the gentleman that just came on the air and talked about, well, you know, hashtag not all black men. Like, we get it, but enough of you are helping to destroy our communities, and you're not helping to fix it. The point is, they want to make it sound, these are the mailman, I like to call them the mail mammies of this conversation. They will gaslight you and say, it's not, how does it have to do with the rest of us? Like, let's be clear. It shouldn't have to get to that point. Like, if we're in a patriotic world and you demand submission and all that, it is your responsibility. Like Zion said, it is your responsibility to be at the gate and be the defense to your women. Yeah. They want to tell you, like, well, you know, the white man came and took us to the other island. Ladies, if you do your research, that's why it's really important to follow Kendall St. Charles. Mm-hmm. Who I thank you so much, Chrislyn, for bringing her to our attention. Absolutely. He goes in depth and break it down for us. In the past, whenever people say, well, black people sold slaves first, they make it sound like it's one tribe that sold a couple of people, and then the white man came in and took over the rest. That's not what happened. No. This was an enterprise going for centuries before the white man came to there. Like, this was an enterprise that had channels that went all over Africa and Arabs, and it was over 80% women and children. They were actually selling us to the highest bidder. Like, the gaslighting that it's done with these men. They just don't want to take accountability for what they've done. So now that women are waking up to the truth and saying, like, well, listen, you know what? This happened in the past, like Zion said, and we're not taking up with it anymore. We're on our way out. Like, deal with it. Like, now all of a sudden, you'll see the pushback. I think Kendall St. Charles had a recording on this that said, like, when you stop, they will come.
When you stop it, they will come. Absolutely.
Yes.
So thank you so much. And you're right. You know, that's my girl, Kendall, and she's been telling us and warning us about this for a very, very long time. And she is the oracle. And so thank you guys. Thank you all for joining the live chat. It was really enlightening and entertaining, and is great. So I want to say thank you guys for the super chats. Those are going to go, as you know, they're going to go towards the upcoming recipients of the Pink Pill for College. And Waldo has something to say about all of this. Waldo thinks that you should just find the best man for the job, especially, and I think if it's him, like, Waldo wants to get picked. Waldo is a pick-me for white men. So this is your well, there is no pick-me-sha for a white dude. Can somebody, what is the white male version of a pick-me? Waldo is the white male version of the pick-me. He wants us to pick him. So you guys, thank you so much. This has been quite enlightening. And you know what we do? We end this with the Pinky two-step. I will come back with another video. The video that I'm going to do on Wednesday is about Stranger Things and a character in Stranger Things that I have a real problem with. We're going to talk about it on Wednesday. So I want to say thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, callers. Thank you, viewers. And it's time to do the two-step. guys know this. Y'all have fun? I hope you did. I'm Crystalline Carrison, and you just took the pink pill. Pinkies up. Bye.